All right, so lesson 2.8, let me share my screen, is on deciding the operation to solve the word problem. So what are the 4 operations in math? It's the M, D, A, and S in PEMDAS. What are the 4 words? Type them in the chat for me or unmute. Multiplication, yes, that's 1. There's 3 more. Division, yep. So we're missing the A and the S. Addition and subtraction, yes, good job. Guys, good teamwork there. So all we're doing is we're gonna listen or read the story problem and then decide if we're gonna use addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division to solve the problem. So, but the funny thing is, in story problems, they don't say, add these 2 numbers together. They say other words. So what you're gonna need to do is look at these words and decide if it's saying that word in the story problem, then you know you're going to add, or if it's saying these words, you know you're going to subtract. If it says any of these words, you know you're going to multiply, or any of these words mean divide. So I'm going to share with you guys a Google slide that has all the words on one together. I forgot to have it open, so let me get it really quick. But this will be helpful for you when you're doing the homework if you have it open as well. It's good. It has all the words kind of on one slide, so you don't have to keep flipping back and forth. Let me just get the link really quick. So what we're going to be doing today is looking at story problems and figuring out which word we're going to use, which operation we're going to use by reading. So addition. Words such as sum, increase, total, all together and combined in a question often mean addition. So if you see any of these words in a story problem, you know you're going to have to add to find the answer. The following phrases usually mean to subtract. How much more or how much less, how much smaller, how much further, find the difference, net, gross, loss of, less, remaining, minus, less than, save, change. So if you hear any of those words in the question, you know you're going to have to use subtraction to solve the story problem. Multiplication doesn't have quite as many, but usually it'll be how many in all, twice as much, of, how much, total, double, triple, twice, product. Those are some words that if you see that, you know multiplication. And then last we have division, so divided by or divided into, divided equally, how many in each, goes into, what's half, how many per, how many, how much more, and quotient mean division. So if you see those words in the story problem, you know you're going to divide. So here's an example. Mr. Franklin makes $295 a week and Mrs. Franklin makes $325. What is their combined weekly income? So first step, like we did on assignment 2.7, identify the question. What is their combined weekly income? Then on 2.7, we also found the needed information. So we highlighted 295 and 325. Next, we need to figure out what operation. So what word in the question means an operation? Does anyone know? Combined, yes, great job. So we see the word combined in the question, and then we look at, I'm going to switch tabs. We look at this slide and we see combined is in the addition column. So that means we're going to add. So then on your homework, what you do is the operation, you would just put add. So good job, that was awesome. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more examples. So Kim weighs 142 pounds. Her daughter weighs 95 pounds. How much more does Kim weigh than her daughter? So first we identify the question to find how much more Kim weighs than her daughter. Needed information, the 2 weights. And then what operation are we going to use? So what words in this sentence mean a word? Yes, good job. So in the chat, we put subtraction because if we look at the question, how much more, and then we come to our operation keywords and we look at the subtraction column, we have how many more. That also could be how much more. So it's subtraction. Good job. You guys are really good at this. Okay, next one. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. How many minutes are in 3 hours? So the question is, find the number of minutes in 3 hours. So how many? How many? So we're going to need 60 minutes equals 1 hour, and then we also need 3 hours. So what am I going to use? What operation am I going to use to solve this story problem? Balti, good job with addition. You could add 63 times, but what we're going to do is we're going to multiply. We're going to multiply 3 by 60 to find the answer. So multiplication. Good job. All right, last example. Jerry paid $7,200 for rent in 1998. So in the whole year, all 12 months. How much did he pay each month? So the question is, how much did he pay each month? So we're trying to find the monthly rent. So we have a total for the year, and we know he paid all of that money in 12 months. So how am I going to find how much he paid each month? What operation would I use? Division, yes. I'm going to divide the amount of rent he paid in a year by the number of months in a year. Good job, guys. So that is the lesson. And so now I'm going to assign the homework.